Fried Melt. This is the building, and we're going to go inside of it. We're going to visit two different cave systems. One's known as the X Cave, and the other is the Cascade Cave. They're all melted bricks, all the same size brick, vertical, perpendicular, right angle structures, horizontally level with the surface. How they're built on their flat foundations. And we have to pay to see the melt here, baby. You got to pay to see the melt. And look at these melted steps, baby. You see that little fuse mark right there? That means it fused together after the fucker cracked. Excuse me. After it cracked, after that sucker cracked, it fused back together because it was molten. This is a big building, and they say the state has 39 caves. That's bullshit. There's 39 caves you can visit, and 29 of them are in this state park, Carver Caves. And check this out. We got structure. This is a floor or a ceiling, a floor likely because there's structure up here, and those bricks back here as well. And they're all horizontally level with the surface. See? And so are these bricks down over here. And this is constructed into this level here, this floor. So, and they're melted together. Let's get into this. No, they didn't. No, they didn't build this curvy brick entryway here along the melt. You see here, these bricks are running the same course. Same size brick, same size brick, same size brick. They're melted on this side. Look over here, they're melted on this side, but they're still surviving out better, so you can make them out, baby. But no, they didn't. They didn't lay none of this stuff down. Here I can see what they've done. There's fresh mortar there. They've laid one piece right there. That's it. The rest is all melt. The rest is all melt, baby. And that was just for the gate. That was just to make a flat surface for the gate. Give me a break. It's melted bricks, the whole cavern. Look at these over here. They run their course with the bricks over here. See? Just holy smokes. So you see that here. They're running their course. Same size brick, all the same size brick, but not anymore because they're smashed and melted. And they're hanging off the ceilings. And here's inside, and the bricks are muffed up inside, very much in resemblance to the underworld of St. Paul. Ashen and white limestone. Ashen and white limestone. And very much in resemblance. So here's a flat ceiling, and you got all your leakage. They call them stalactites and stalagmites on the floor and on the ceiling. And it's showing us a bacon fold. They call them bacon folds or something like that. And he's showing you how the material is red. Lots because the jackwagon here says there's lots of iron in the material. Wall fell over this way, and walls falling over the other way. And we got the same stuff. And look up here. These are red bricks, and they're running their course right through here, and they're all melted. Okay, flat surface, right angle buildings, and it gets better and better from here. So we're going into the structure, and you can see all these bricks running their courses horizontally level with the surface because this was a vertical perpendicular right angle structure built horizontally level on this flat foundation. Here's a column melted down. Here is more melt, baby. This melting down. You can see it's melting down. Look at the rendering here, peeling off of the red bricks, melting over it, what have you. So it gets better from here. We go into here, and what's this? What's that there sticking out of the side of the cave here, eh? There's nothing built. And why don't we take a look at these steps, eh? Why don't we take a look at these melted steps? Yeah, they were real stairs. No one carved those out like this. And why don't they just carve it all the way across, make them nice? And make them nice, you know? No. These are melted all the way up, baby. These were original. Look at those going up. They may have stuck a little stucco on top of there, poured a little stucco, something like that. But no, these are. Look at this right angle here. Look at this right angle. This is right angles here, baby. Right angles. And yeah, look up here. This is a right angle. This is a right angle here. You see that? These are structures down here. Was a column up here. It's gone. It's on the floor. On the floor, these are bricks running their courses, all the same size brick, all the same size brick, all the same size brick in every row. If you can really use your eyes and make them out, they're there. And they're all the same size brick for the most part. Some are squished, some are expanded. But for the most part, the bricks running their courses that are melted, you're going to see, for the most part, are running their courses as they should. As they should. So we're coming down and looking down more. And look at this. Oh, you can go downstairs even. There's more steps all blown out. And twisted, and you can turn that way in the hallway. And guess what this was all carved out by? You guessed it, water. Water did this over millions of years, is what the jackwagon said. No, the wall it's like this, like a triangle, because the wall here on the left, it caved down. It came down a little bit here. Now look, this wall is relatively straight still, but this one came down a bit on it. So now you got this triangle looking um, walkway, corridor, hallway. And same thing in St. Paul. The walls inside were coming together, squishing together, and making triangle walkways now. And they were like this, squared off or arched off, you name it. But look at the bricks in here constructing. No, if that wasn't for the doorway coming off here, way on the wall side, that does nothing. And over here, we have construction over here. Let's wait. And there's bricks over here. And look at the bricks, they're just hanging out. Now, if they did that for the doorway, they would have done that a lot nicer. We've had skills for some time with masonry materials. This is not okay. That's melt and damage. This is an original doorway that they stuck a gate inside of, that they drilled a gate into. So you can't enter. See, they drilled a gate, simple, just 4 screw holes, and you drill a gate into the melt, so you can't see. And look at the melt on the outside. There are bricks stacked up. And they're all the same size brick, and all the same size brick, and a few of them are smashed and melted. And that's what they were doing here. These were buildings. And we come over here, and to give me a break, there's 29 entryways into the same massive structure here in this park. And look at the red bricks. Look at the red bricks all shifted out of place, melting down into big globs, and the archway holding its integrity out. And they've stuck a gate in here. Or maybe the gate was there, who knows? But these seem to be quite crude makeshift gates here, see? They're blocking the entries off so you can't get in, baby. And it's ugly. And there's bricks in here where they shouldn't be. And that's what they are. Yes, they are. I'm convinced in this one that these are melted bricks, because that's what limestone is, melted brick. So there's no question. Here's the X corridor hallway. This is where they cross, and you can go down this hallway, this one, or the one behind, or the one behind. It's a big X. They call it X caves. Now they show you those big bats the size of cats, big furry fuzzy bats in here, and they're mean, baby. No, they're not. They're cute, and they don't mind you. No, and they want to have you scared of the black bears. Well, Kentucky ain't really known for very big black bears, baby. We are in Minnesota. We got big bears, baby. Big bears. And you can't do anything here. No ATVing, no smoking pot, no drinking beer, no martinis. No riding horseback, no mules, no donkeys, no jackasses. But a jackwagon is sure enough able to walk up these melted buildings if he pays. And they have a natural bridge here. No biking even. No biking. In the melted buildings. Give me a break. And natural bridge, nothing. Natural bridge, that doesn't happen. That don't happen. Abutments and bridges don't construct themselves out of masonry materials and leave themselves in melted ruins. They don't do that. So you can't do anything in this park, baby. No ATVing, no smoking, nothing. No drinking anything, and no ass back or bike riding. And these are melted steps, baby. These are melted steps. Nobody put these heavy blocks of junk down in this jagged formation for good old folk to walk in the woods amongst these melted ruins. These are melted into the structure, and they're being fed off of by moss and lichen. Eating what? The carbon-14. That's why there's no more red left here. There's a little bit of red here. There's a little bit of red here, because we know what we're talking about here. However, the moss is having a feast. Look at the bricks. The moss is having a feast here. Give me a break. And what are these bricks in construction doing here? All in rows and in courses, eh? What are these doing here? They're the whole thing is constructed. It's all melted together here. The rendering has all melted together on the surface. It's all cooked of its color. And we don't know what color it was, but the brick and core was red. And maybe this was just a complete red brick structure. I'm not seeing many signs of much rendering here. I'm seeing smoked bricks, completely smoked of their carbon-14, just like I see in St. Paul and Minneapolis, where the buildings are now gray. Limestone is either yellow or gray or variations of that, like tans and beige and whatnot. And look, all the bricks vacated from their position, but they're all the same size brick, and all the same size brick, and all the same in every row. And you can see that they're coming off all over the place. But that's what those marks are. They're not geologic layers forming perfect tunnel tubes here to go that way. No, they're not. The layers don't do that. They don't fall. The sediments don't. And this was supposed to be carved by water. So they say carved by water came through here and carved out the limestone, is what the jackwagon said. And it was red brick. It's red back here, baby. These were red bricks. That's what limestone is, red bricks. So you see the red down here. They're still in bricks. You still see them bricks. And over here, and look at the floor here. There's something like a floor here. This is not natural in the perfect archway. And a wall came crashing down right here with the mortar lines in it still, baby. With the mortar lines in it. So, and there's bricks on the floor and a flat level floor as well. Like that's natural with the water coming through. And this flat, perfect, this arch, give me a break. No, it didn't. Here's another entryway, and it's not constructed, eh? They carved that out for the door. No, those are melted bricks, baby. And they're cascading and they're melted down. And they've melted all together here, but they were all perfect bricks like this one here. And let me drop the labels and see here. What the fuck? You give me they were all the same size brick, and all the same size brick, and all the same size brick in every mother muffing row. And many of them have melted together. And melted together here, see? Yes, they have. Yes, they have. And no, they didn't. No, they didn't carve nothing here, baby. And no, the water didn't carve nothing either. This is a structure down here with a doorway that was still in it. And you put a new doorway in these melted steps. And you put a new stairway in here. And that's bullshit. That's the construct. Here's the inside. Why is there bricks on the inside? This is just supposed to be for tourists to go through. This was never a mine or anything. Why is there construction in here? They've opened this up and put the gates and all the railings in here, excuse me, railways. I wouldn't be surprised if we found railways in here. The railings, the staircases. For good old folk like we see here to walk and observe and to take photographs. Why is there bricks inside? It's not for the doorway. And this is melt. And I can't help sometimes but feel bad for these folks who are sitting here being lied to. I don't like to think that way, and I'm sorry for saying that, but it really does kind of hurt me sometimes to see this happening. And it even hurts me to know that he may really possibly not know. So it may be a bit much for me to call him a jackwagon because he likely doesn't know. He's young. He may not know. But the idea is here, though, is that he's selling lies for money. He doesn't know he is, maybe, but maybe he does. But for the most part, I don't think they do. And it's just sad to see, just good old folk being lied to. Like, good old folk like us being lied to. We're being lied to as well. And, it may not just be people like him. He may not even know. But, it's not okay to be selling lies. And you need to be made aware of what you're doing if you don't know. It may come to you as a harsh reality, but it needs to be done. I don't ever mean any harm if I knock on these jackwagon geologists unless they're really actually being deceptive. However, some of them I'm not so certain if they know or not. But look at how this is built out. Look at how the flat floor and the perfectly arched ceiling here. And you're telling me that the water did that so elaborately and perfect as if this was to be a structure made of red bricks, running their courses horizontally level with the flat level surface. And this is how they're constructed. And these are vertical, perpendicular, right angle motherfucking buildings. Horizontally level with this motherfucking surface. Okay? And these red bricks everywhere. And these red bricks everywhere running their courses, baby. Running their courses. These red bricks running their courses. Well, they're not red anymore. They were red. You're going to say, Pants, you're a dumbass. You're saying this red, that's yellow and ashen and gray. But they were red bricks. And this right here is not a wall constructed for this walkway. They've put a walkway on top. This was already a walkway. And they're just repurposing something that is melted and muffed up all into one solid chunk of what? Limestone with the L. And look at the side of the wall here that shifted out or whatever happened here. Looks like it came right. I don't know what that was. but this was a part of the brick construction as well. All the same size brick, all the same size brick, and all the same size brick in every row. See? And some have come together down the course. You see here they were all the same size brick, right? You follow down the course, these two have come together here. These two have come, but they were 4 rows. See, when you come over here, you see 4 rows, and over here, 2 of the rows, and 2 of the rows have come together and melted. You gotta follow the course and see what's happening. Look for brick bonds, look for bricks. You will find them. It's not a magic trick. The bricks are melted. Well, the bricks are doing magic tricks, baby. They did do some magic tricks. But to see it doesn't take a magician to see it. It doesn't take a wizard. It just takes your eyes and an open mind. These perfectly arched ceilings, and the water did that and made rooms, and the water did that and made columns with bricks, with red bricks sticking out right there. And that's what the water decided to do with a flat ceiling. It decided it didn't want the ceiling to be, it wanted the ceiling to be flat and arched and beautiful, and to look like the most difficult levels of brick masonry that we know today, that we really know nothing about. And it decided to make lower levels below the course it was running. The water was running its course this way, but it decided to make a room that way, and decided to make a room downstairs, to make a downstairs area, and to make a room that way. Okay? You understand that? I don't. No, I don't. That's bullshit. These are melted. These are their belongings. This is shit. This is shit inside of their building. This is their shit. And it's melted. This is just people's shit. This is just shit and building shit. This is just building shit. And it's not natural, nothing water carved. Holy smokes. These are red bricks running their course, and they've melted together, and they've turned to limestone. And I know damn well what limestone is. I've seen it up close and personal, and I've examined it and shared it. Look at the bricks back here and the structure up above. It's all part of this door right here is to go into the structure, which is that structure there, that masonry structure. It's all the same structure here. It's all built out in the sides. Look, it's all built out in the sides here. This is all built. Look at the red bricks in there. For the love of God. And they're red. And they're turning to limestone, and they're melting together. And they're all jungled up here. And here's what I find strange. That seems like it may be an original door frame. It looks like it's damaged right here, like it broke down a bit here. And that first plate of metal is no longer there, see? There's like a double plate of metal right here. There's 2 plates. And one of them is like shifted up here and broken. So that might be the original door frame. And they stuck a new door in it. New hinges and new door. That's a new door. So that's interesting that the frame seems to be melted right into it. Very melted right to it. Yeah, it's fused right. There's no way they got there's no way they got that seam so perfect and so fused into the stone, into the bricks. Excuse me. These are clearly brick, not even turned to stone yet. And inside of the doorway, but inside they've turned to stone, limestone, which is what? Melted brick. And these are all bricks running their courses, and these are all perfect. And even in this building, another perfect arched ceiling. And that's what the water decided to do, and build doorways. And we're going down the steps because the water decided to go down and to make left turns. It decided to hang a left. Why did the water do that? So the water decided, let's hang a left, and it did, as it was carving. Hey, why? Here's an enormous waterfall inside of Cascade Cave, all the way down, baby, and all the way up. That's looking up. That's looking down. And it's made of red bricks, and they're melted. And this is in a construction with this perfect right angle wall here, and this curved bit. And this is not a structure, eh? That's a natural. No, that's how they let the water in these mega structures. Not just through pipes, through waterfall-like features and streams in the structures. Isn't that crazy? So now Box Canyon Trail, Hilly Billy. And we're hanging out. We can't ride the bikes. We can't ride the donkeys. We can't ride that's not an ATV, baby. That's a Jeep. And we can walk. We can walk, and these are melted. Holy smokes. This is exactly what it looks like in St. Paul. Look at this seam, this vertical seam on this. Give me a break. Do you see that seam? That's vertical seam. These multi-sectional structures. And this isn't water erosion. These are bricks and courses. I see a mortar line right here, the next one here, the next one here. They're all the same size brick. See this one right here? If you follow that through, same size brick. You follow this course, same size brick in every fucking row. So all the way down, all the way down. Let's go down some more. All the way down this melt, all the way down this Kentucky Fried Melt, and these mortar lines here, all the same size brick, all the same size brick, and all the same size brick with a multi-sectional seam here for two structures coming together with these red bricks on the mother muffin side of this melted side. We have bricks and they're red. For the love of God, wake up. For the love of God, wake up. They're still in bonds. Oh, it's an English bond. These are headers. These are stretchers. These are stretchers. This is an English bond. Headers, stretchers. Holy smokes. Yes, they are. These are the same size brick in every fucking row. They melted down here, but you can see that they were running courses. The same size brick and all the same size brick. These multi-sectional mega structures. Give me a break. Look at the bricks down here, and the mortar sticking out. The mortar stick. The mortar was hardened more so in this case, and it looks like a whole section between here decided to slip. Was slipping. So maybe that was a floor. I don't know, but that's slippage right there. Not cross bedding, slippage. Does it make sense for a crossbed to stop right here or not to follow through its course? No. Why the crossbed stop right there and only begin so abruptly if that's a crossbed, eh? Crossbeds should be all the way down because it's that's not how they work. That's not how they work. Because they don't work, baby. They don't work. These are heat striations and building melting down. Buildings with big round windows up here, still wide open, hanging out their motherfucking hinges. And there's mortar between. And there's mortar between. They're all what? They're all what? The same size brick. And all the same size brick. And all the same size brick in every mother muffing row. You just gotta find the ones that aren't so melted still, and they'll show you. They're running courses and they're all the same size brick. No way. No, there's mortar between still. No way. Look at the Kentucky Fried Melt. No way. Look at the melt. That's hot surface and this wide open arched window here. And these buildings coming together just like we see downtown St. Paul, just like we see in any city. Look at the melt. Look at the melt. And these bricks. Mortar line. They're all the same size brick in every row. Do you see those? Do you see it was a hot surface, not a water surface? This is supposed to be all carved from water. All these buildings right here next to each other. The city right here. These are all supposed to be carved from water for millions of years. That's the story. Look it up. Kentucky. Carter Caves. Look it up if you don't believe me. Anyways, I'm trying to save you the time and effort from doing that. But Carver Caves, Kentucky. Water carved. Water over millions of years. These are viscous holes. That's what happens when something gets molten and hot and boils. And this is what happens when things melt. They look like ice cream and wax dripping down. And this part of the structure, and the bricks, and the red bricks, and the mortar between the stone, eh? Those are stone. Why is there mortar between? Why is there mortar between? Why is there mortar between here and here? They don't need mortar. And the mortar was hot and viscous. And this is a huge structure, huge archway. Yes, we're gonna get up close to that archway. Yes, these are red bricks. They're all the same size brick. And over here, with the mortar between. You saw that. Look at that brick up here. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? You know, that's right in the middle of this natural stone here. What is that? What the? That don't fit. And what did the building do? It started to sink over. It almost fell over. It got squashy. That's what I see. Absolutely flat walls. Yes, I do. These open windows hanging off their hinges, these arched windows hanging off their hinges, doors hanging off their, swinging off their hinges, baby. And look at the structure all the way down, disappearing into the hillside. You see? That's the structure. Perpendicular, vertical to the surface, right angle, horizontally level buildings made of red bricks. Here it is, likely on its foundational water table, because the water is right down here, eh? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we move on. Here's the archway. Let's take a look at the bricks. They're melted, but they're bricks. They're melted, but they're bricks. This is how you construct an archway. I'm not sure why the huge wall here. If maybe structure from up here, maybe the wall came crashing down in front of here. Maybe this was, I don't know. Or maybe this was a huge door. I don't know. That was closed. But it's made of brick, though, so that's kind of weird. Doors aren't made of bricks usually, but all the same size brick. All the same size brick. That's interesting. So why an archway with a wall inside of it? I don't know. Either crashed down, or we just don't know, baby. Or maybe somebody might have a better answer. I have no answer. I have no answer for that. But it's a building with the same size brick in every row, running their course with the mortar. In this case, the mortar hardens into a harder material than the bricks themselves, and the bricks kind of vacated the mortar more so than the mortar was vacating the premises. The mortar seems to be holding intact stronger and shows through the material. Protrudes from the material is what I'm looking for. And yeah, you see here, this is not natural. This is melted. This is and look here, the seam at the arch in this wall. There's a seam between, so it's a construction. This may have actually just been like a bridge or something. I don't know. I need to see the top of it, but I think it's all melted down. But anywho, here's the visitor center, and looking very tacky. And they have, you spending so much money here just to see the melt that you have to lodge yourself in this crowd. Okay, they're worshiping, the devil here with their little pumpkin patch, and it's looking very, very tacky. This dirty couch here, and it looks uncomfortable. And that's what they have you doing, paying all this money just to go take a look see at the melt. You better be joking. You better be joking with that. And paying for nothing and sit in this. Yeah, give me a break. Sleep in those beds. Give me a break. And look what they have you eating here. I'm gonna upset some people, but yeah, of course, the Kentucky fried flesh, baby. The Kentucky fried flesh, and they have you eating flesh here. That's exactly what they want you doing. Stuff in your face 3 times a day with the flesh. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That makes people angry when I say that, but hey, I love you all, no matter what. Not that wood floor. And also, if you don't want to pay for the accommodations of the squeezy hotel, you can actually board up here if you visit the campsite. Excuse me, you can visit the campsite. And is this a campsite? No, we're RVing out here. This ain't a campsite. They have taken over. This ain't how you camp. I don't see one tent. Okay, I don't see one. Here's a deer. Here's a doe. And somebody did a little whippy Susan here, a little burnout. A little burnout here. Yes, I see that. I know what that is. And a little wading pool here, a little deep in its foundation here. That's a bit strange. So likely there was a building here, or maybe some wading pools. I see lots of old world wading pools. I'm not sure what they were used for in the past, but maybe they were healing pools, healing springs. I don't know. But that is pretty deep in its foundation just to be building a pool, eh? Why don't they just have it be flat and have to do all this digging out here just to have a pool be dug out inside of here? I don't know. Maybe somebody knows why they would do that. But I think it's unnecessary. That's a bit extreme here to be digging that type of a pit for some pools that you're going to be digging out anyway. So is this an existing foundation of something? Or was there already some pools here or some springs? I don't know. So the horse stables, you can horseback ride, and we're camping, but we're not. These are RVs, and that is the Kentucky Fried Melt, baby, with these red mother muffin bricks. Take care, everyone. I love you all. And I know some of you are waiting for that underworld to come, and you better believe it's coming. My plans are to finish part 1. My plans were today. However, the sun went down so quick, I'm going to wait till tomorrow and get out there early so I can finish part 1 and hopefully upload by the weekend. So take care, everyone. See you soon.